Hey everyone, it's me Justice, and welcome back to another music production tutorial video. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you guys how to add mono to audio samples, to tracks, and overall your whole song. Let's get started. So, just real quick, if you just want to know real quick how to just add a mono to any audio sample or track, simply what you do is you head to your audio effects right here, and then you just want to go down where it says utility, and whether that be on a MIDI audio sample or your master, but whatever you want, you just simply grab the utility, drag it, and then hit mono. And that's just straight up basic if you just want to turn any stereo signal into a mono signal. Now, we're going to go much deeper into the different ways you can turn a stereo signal into a mono signal with in-stock plugins and third-party ones that I think are much better depending on your situation. Let's grab a kick. Let's just grab this one. All right, so I'm gonna add it right there. I'm just gonna make a quick little sample, and then I'm gonna show you what you need to do. Okay, that should be good enough. And now, what we do to turn this kick into a mono signal is we go, like again, with the in-house plugins, we go utility, drag it onto there, and then we hit mono. And now you can't really hear that much of a difference right now, but overall, it does help. Now, there is two different types of monos you can do, where it turns the whole signal mono. So this whole audio sample in stereo is turned straight into mono. Now, if you hit bass mono instead, this means that anything below whatever you put right here in the frequency, anything below that is turned into mono. Now, this is really good personally if you have, say for instance, a synthesizer and you want to keep the highs in stereo, but you want to keep that low end into a mono signal. This is a perfect example. Or anything personally, it could be this kick, for instance. If I want just the low end to be mono, but I want that high end of the kick to be stereo, it's all up to you. But there's different ways. Now, personally, I don't recommend using the bass mono from Ableton. I personally don't like it. It just seems that it loses a little bit more lower end than personally I like. In my opinion, you're best off using a third-party plugin. I personally like is the one from the Brainworks. This one, the V2, in my personal opinion, is the best one you can get for turning any specific signal from that frequency lower end into mono. Basically, so let's say I want this one to be at anything below 103 to be mono, it will turn anything below that mono. I personally just like the way Brainworks works. I feel like I still get a very pumpy low end while it's still being mono compared to the Ableton one. Another way you can go about this for, say for instance, like the kick, I like to do to separate them a little bit better is that I actually grab the EQ3, put it on there, and then you're gonna wanna right click it, group it, and then go right here, and then all you wanna do is duplicate it twice. And then you wanna go to the first one, which you can rename high, this one mid, and this one low, and then go to each one and then just mute those specific ones to that one. And then the signal will be cut into threes, so your high, mid, and lows for that one particular sample. Now what I can do is specifically, like I said, if you don't have, this is really good if you really don't have the money to buy third-party plugins, you just want to use the Ableton in-stock ones. Then I can grab the utility, drag it to the low end, and just hit mono. And now that specific low end will be mono. And you can go even further, like you can even add an EQ8 onto there and specifically find out, okay, I want anything below right here to be cut off. And then now from that cut in from 200 with the mono, anything below 200 is now mono. And this is another good way. Like I said, if you don't have the money to go and get third-party plugins, or you don't know which one you really want, this is a nice simple way to do it in the in-house ones. Why would you want to turn a stereo signal into a mono signal? A simple answer is that certain frequencies are purely best in mono. It's just it's going to be bass, any sub bass, or the kick, anything like that. Anything in the lower frequencies. I would personally say anything lower than 120, in my personal opinion, should be in mono. For instance, on a kick, why would you want the low end to be all the way into like the high frequencies? You wouldn't want that. And if you do, you want it to be mono so it doesn't take away from the stereo frequencies that your other instruments will be playing, such as your hi-hats or a synth or even some vocals. You want the stereo signal to be muddied with other unnecessary signals. So that's one reason why you would want to turn a stereo signal into a mono signal if it hasn't been already. And that's how you turn a stereo signal into a mono signal. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And I'll catch you guys on the beat. Bye.